Hey guys, I'm back. It's Kathy. So, I don't know if you were on earlier. Some of you were on earlier when I tried to do a live stream and then everything blew up. So I did. I ran out. I got a new computer that is so far amazing. And I tried to set everything up exactly as I do, so hopefully everything goes well. It probably won't because it's a brand new computer. How to reinstall all this software and everything that I use. So, but I found a widget that's going to show us some comments. But I have to find a video ID before I do that. So I'm waiting for YouTube to post this live. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now, there might be a second of feedback
Hold on.
to
Yeah,
post this live. Oh, there it is. There. Okay, I got rid of the feedback. I'm going to grab this ID real quick. And then if you put any comments in, they will show up, I think. Supposedly. Maybe. So if you look at my comment, there's a C missing from court. And no, I didn't miss it. I got this brand new computer, this lovely new monitor. It came with this lovely keyboard that lights up rainbow and everything. But the C doesn't work. And I went through heck, okay, I gotta be careful with YouTube. Trying to set everything up today. So I don't care if the C doesn't work. I'm not giving you guys any C's. You're not gonna get any C's from me today at all. If you need a C, you're going to have to go get one from somewhere else. But in my description, no words have a C in it. That's just the way life goes sometimes. Sometimes you get extra C's, sometimes you just don't get enough. So, okay, let's try to get through this Karen, and you get to see my investigative work, which really wasn't a lot. But this guy thinks he owns the judge and everybody. And then we got another Karen where three prison guards have to get her out of the jail court because she won't leave. We got some good stuff. If we finally got some good stuff. Hopefully, you can hear me with the microphones working. So here we go.
I think we have subpoenas on Juan Manuel Reyes. Do we have? So CR 2012-605-4, we have a return on the subpoena records.
Your Honor, we have, and maybe the people know why Mr. Esparcia, Christopher Esparcia is here. I don't have him.
Yeah,
Let him figure it out.
well, no, I'll say I was arrested on a violation of a restraining order misdemeanor. But they said I guess I'm a repeat offender, and they put me in custody, and I don't know why.
And he's not
But I'm
on
being
the
held against my will, pretty much. Misdemeanors get cited for release.
All right, hang in there. We don't have you on our calendar either. Does anybody know what's going on?
Look, can I go home? Shit.
Hold on.
So sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. I apologize. I'm being held on a misdemeanor.
Hey, Mr. Esparcia.
Violation of restraining order.
Hey.
That's it. Why am I in custody?
Good morning.
Just give us a minute.
Did they do a 53 points? Is he? I'm pretty sure. I think they did not give us the report. Yeah.
While the clerks are figuring that out, can we call Mr. Torres's matter?
Yes. So wait, hold on a second. No cases? We don't have anything? Do we have his true and correct name? Is it Christopher
My name is
Esparcia?
Christopher Alvin Esparcia. Esparcia.
Got it.
Spellings of first and middle name.
Thank you. Do the people have anything?
No, Judge, but I note that I'm actually familiar with this defendant.
By Yolo County Sheriff's Department.
It looks like he was arrested late yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, for a violation of a restraining order, and that's it. Misdemeanor. Why am I in custody?
So
I am gonna sue the Sheriff's Department for sure. I'm being held against my will. I'm being falsely imprisoned by Yolo County Sheriff's Department. I would like to be released, please. Thank you.
We're figuring that out.
What is PRES?
Okay, see if anything's in the queue. All right, so let's move to, we're looking everywhere to see if there's anything here. And
I have no warrants. I'm not on probation. I'm not on parole. I discharged my parole in 19.
yeah, we're just gonna confirm all of that.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
Your Honor, the only information that we're able to find is that he was booked on 166. I do not see a 853.6 PC deck, which would allow a person to be kept in custody due to the fact that the offense is likely to continue, and that was a court order violation. And I do recognize name. I do recognize his face, but I do not see a 853.6 deck. So we do not have a report. So I don't know.
I would respectfully like to ask to be released out of custody immediately, like from my straight taken and released, not even taken in my cell. I have nothing in my cell. I'd like to be released straight out now, please. I'm being held for no reason at all. I should have been cited and released, honestly. That's what should have happened. And TPD has a vengeance, it doesn't like me. And that's what it is.
I would, as a Mr. Esparcia is not represented by the public defender's office, but as a friend of the court, if there's nothing filed, the court has no jurisdiction, neither does the sheriff's department, and he should be released forthwith.
Yeah.
He should be
And
released.
compensated.
Yeah, I don't need the friend of the court to tell me that.
Yeah.
And compensated for sure.
The,
I think I should get a free Uber.
All
or
right.
something for sure, off top.
Okay.
Off top.
Yeah, well, you're in a court of law.
I know, I understand.
This
but I
is
think
my
compensated-
courtroom. Knock it off.
I'm being held for no reason.
Knock it off now.
I'm shutting up now. Thank you.
Thank you.
so Judge, I guess the jail they'll have to figure out, I don't know, because it looks like they knew that the presumptive bail is $1,000. Can you click on that?
All right, so we have nothing filed.
Thank you.
And so the court has no jurisdiction. The court is making no orders today. He has to be
Thank
released.
you very much, Judge. I am sorry for being out of pocket, but thank you for, I own you guys now. You know that, right? I own you guys. I'm getting my counsel ready for this one.
You do what you gotta do,
Also,
Mr.
there's my yellow
Esparcia.
card.
Do what you
All
gotta
right,
do.
you're
I'm
free
being
to take.
released. I'm out. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hey, thanks, Ms. Glow. Thank you.
Now, nice.
Ask the jail. I don't know what the jail did.
Okay, well, let's then go to Mr. Jesus Torres, who hopefully will be much more respectful. CS 2023-00123.
Okay.
Here on arraignment
I'm
for
sorry,
violence.
Judge.
So I'm gonna pause
Okay,
this real quick.
So
So I couldn't find his case. I looked and looked and looked, and I could not find his case. But I did find some other stuff, not murder or anything, but here. So there's one part in here. I technologically, I'm not stupid technologically. I'm really not, but I don't know. Lately, maybe it's because of all the rum, but I got a new headphone and I thought I muted it when I was coughing and I didn't, so I'm going to try to do that now live. We're going to see how that goes. But I'm going to play this. This is what I found while I was searching real quick. I did a really deep dive and I recorded it so you guys could see. I was not able to find a case with him. The judge is right. There's no case with him. I can't find one. I don't know why he was put in jail, and I don't know why the jail brought him over. But the way he acted was like this was his first time, and he didn't know how to act in court. It's absolutely not his first time in court at all. So we start back here. I mean, felonies and misdemeanors. This is, hold on, I think I draw on my screen. 2000, no, okay, that's an arrow. There's a square. Exit draw. Do I not just have a pencil? Can I just have a pencil? Hold on, let me see if I can, this is a pencil. Yeah. It's okay. No, it's a stupid arrow. Okay, here's what I meant to do. There's from 2013. It's a misdemeanor. Now these aren't all separate cases. Here's the case number. So 3138. There's a bunch of different case numbers, but they're not all different. So like this one is the same as this one. This one right here is the same as this one right here. But these are all the times that he's had hearings. Now again, he's probably not in all of these hearings. He probably didn't go to all of them. His lawyer probably did it. But interestingly enough, boom. This is exactly, oh, this is where the arrow, hold on. There, domestic violence. So this was back in 2016. Oh, my arrow just disappeared. Okay, it's all right. This is when there was the first request that I saw for an order, January of 2016. And then there was an order of show cause. So I don't know. That was in February. I don't know if he missed a court or is it going to let me? Hold on, I'm going to exit this stupid thing. Doesn't even work. Let's see if there's something in here that I missed. All right. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Show cause was for I'm looking. Temporary restraining order. Yeah, but what was the show clause for? No. The only thing I can possibly think of that it's the show cause is that he didn't show up for court in January, right? I don't know. I don't know. I went off on a tangent there. Let's get back. Can I go back? Okay, hold on. Let's go to the search results. So, 2013 is 131 of them. But I can get them all on one page, so we don't have to look through. Sorry. Okay. 2013, and then he's good, and then 2016 is where we were just at. We were looking at his domestic violence. Oh, sorry. Violation of probation. I don't know. That might be the same. That's the same violation of probation. You got an OR. Mute didn't work. Sorry, I tried to stop it and I couldn't. Mute worked there, so I might have to redo this. But let's just keep going. 2017. Here, we got competency hearings of this guy. He's standing in court, so he must have been ruled competent because he still had the DV against him. Pre-trial, all right, jury trial, sentencing was in 2017. So he was sentenced in October of 2017, and he was in violation in December, 2 months later. I'm looking. So he has another jury trial, another competency. He has a jury trial in 2018, another competency in 2018, which, unless the case is dismissed, I don't know if this is another one, another violation, or it's the same oh, it is, because it's in Department 1 all of a sudden. So he was back in for violating his probation on domestic violence. And there's another order in 2000. Oh, this was just this year. So in May, he had a request for another DV. And I think the other one was against Mrs. Esparcia, too. So it's Alvin versus Mrs. Esparcia, and again. So it's the same victim. But I think the first one was with minor children, and this one was without minor children. Let me just look. It's right here. Yeah, with minor children was the first one. Oh, he learned his lesson. He's a good guy now. He does his domestic violence when the children aren't home. See that? Baby steps. So, yeah. So I'm guaranteed they arrested him for a reason. The cops put him in jail for a reason. And we don't know what it is yet. And we might never know because Arizona courts turned that feed off like right away. I heard there was some great gold yesterday in that courtroom, and it was yesterday, so I couldn't get it. And then today there was another good case in Arizona, and this is California. This is YOLO. They leave their cases up for a bit. Never mind. I'll find it. If it was Arizona, though, I would not find it. I had a case ready to record. And I thought, okay, well, I had to go to work, and I knew if I recorded the case, I would be like 10 minutes late for work. So I didn't. I left it up ready to record as soon as I came home. I had a real short night tonight. I was home real early. And they had already taken the stupid video down. So Arizona's not all of Arizona, just most of Arizona is hard to get. California, though, I can get them. I think I can get him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, I rambled on enough. All right. So that's what we know about him. I'll keep looking. Don't worry. So a couple streams ago, I had promised you guys a mumbles, and I played the wrong clip. Here it is. It's 50 seconds. It's real short.
Mark goes off that. What's he?
Mr. Fields, Mark
Mark
Fields.
Mark, 227.
All right, you've been charged with criminal trespass. Your bond is $2,000.
Don't worry, my far from
Your bond has special conditions if you do not return to Texaco.
Who's up to the spot now? Mr. Fields, household welfare. Remember, your wife from
You qualify for a public defender, and your next court date
we send the God to God.
is January 16th. Okay?
Are you done with them, Your Honor?
Yes, thank you.
Sorry, guys. I think he might be taken. I'm not sure, but I think he might be taken. I don't think we have a chance with that one. All right. I recorded this one for the very end. And just so you know, she's not mentally incapacitated, or she's not physically handicapped or anything like that. That courtroom that we're about to see is freezing. And the reason I know this is because everybody has their arms like this when they come in front of the judge, and the public defender who's there usually has a real thick coat on in this courtroom. Arizona, we're in Arizona. This is the one that they take the feed down real quick.
No? Okay.
We're focused on the guard. The guard is who we're focused on.
You're gonna talk to the judge. They should walk away from this way. Will you take your arms out of your shirt for me? All right. Have a seat right here. The young lady right there, that is your attorney. Let her do the talking for you. Your big petition.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shad, and your name is?
Sophia Bonnie.
Ms. Bonnie, I have several things here for you. We'll start with charges charging you with possession of narcotic drugs and possession of paraphernalia. Looks like the state is going to dismiss those charges. But that dismissal is without prejudice, which means that they may decide to refile the charges later if there's a problem at another date. So I'd suggest you see about getting some substance abuse treatment so you don't run into more problems.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
And then I have charges out of Tucson City Court. I have charges that go back to August the 8th of this year for criminal trespass at the Ronstadt Transit Center,
She's done. You can see Rodriguez in here.
along with failing to appear in court on a couple different dates. And I have charges from August the 11th for criminal trespass at 3386 South 6th and failing to appear in court. My question is, what can I do to be sure that you show up in court next time?
I'll be there. I'm sorry I didn't miss it.
Excuse me? Yes.
Right, your next court date on these is going to be on January the 11th at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Tucson City Court. Do you understand you need to be there this time?
Yes.
Because next time the judge might decide that you're not going to show up in court, and so they'll leave you and make you post a bond. Okay? You don't, no alcohol or illegal drugs, substance abuse evaluation and treatment. You don't go to 3386 South 6th, go to Ronstadt Transit Center. Do you understand that? All right. Thank you, Miss Bonnie.
All right, get ready. Here it comes.
Come this way. I've got your sandwiches already over here.
Oh, did you hear that? Come this way. I got your sandwiches already over here. Yes. Okay. I want to go there. But hold on. There's more. Wait, there's more. Hold on. And that's her doing that dinging on her computer. She does it with every case. Now, they're going to bring another person in, but before they do, you'll see. He's taking the chairs away. He will take them away.
Right here, you see anyone you work? Oh, right there.
He will any second now. This long. Hold on.
Started, or you want to wait until we want Oh, this way. It'll be just a moment. We're gonna clean up the space for the next.
Did you hear that? I'm going to clean up this space before the next one comes. What kind of man is this? Guys, he had sandwiches ready for her. Now she just left the space. Now he's cleaning up this space for her. It may be pimento loaf. Yes. I'm going to pretend it is. Now I'm even more excited to meet him. Now he didn't do the sweeping himself, if you noticed. But that's okay. You know, no man is perfect. I just thought that was I thought that was awful. Awesome. I'll go to jail if someone's going to have sandwiches for me. Here, let's go to this one.
Good morning, sir. Your name, please?
Brown Anthony.
Brown Anthony. Okay. Mr. Brown, good morning. Can you hear me?
Go ahead and talk. Let's go.
All right, Mr. Brown, it's alleged you commit the offense of interference with government property. Your bond this morning is $2,000. Will you make bond, Mr. Brown?
Hell no.
All right, not a problem, sir. Mr. Brown, I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you. And your next court date, sir, is the 23rd of January at 8:30 a.m. Thank you, sir.
Have a nice fucking day.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna do that. I'll do that. Oh my.
Failed to appear for a bench trial
I
without
love
waiver of
this
jury
judge.
trial back on November 6th of 23. The date of this offense, counselor, is March 23 of 23. Your client is charged with the offense of malicious destruction of personal property. Also, counselor, your client has prior failure to appear. It appears that she failed to appear on November 6th of 23, June 23 of 23, May 12th of 20, December 7th of 20, April 25 of 23, March 24 of 22, March 31st of 21, March 23rd of 21. A couple of those in checking were re-entry of bench warrants on your client. And Mr. White, would you identify yourself? Why has your client just chosen not to come to court? She's lost multiple bonds. Why can't she come to court?
Your Honor, Christopher White on behalf of Ms. Brooks. She told me she was incarcerated at the time. I was trying to get the dates squared away, but I think there was a sort of a miscommunication between the two of us. But she told me she was incarcerated in Saginaw at that time.
Okay, and Chris, is jail tracker up, Virginia, Chris?
I'm seeing right now, but we'll pull it up.
We're gonna try to pull it up. So she's saying that she was in our jail on November 6th, last month of 23.
Bay County?
Oh.
Bay County.
Yes, Bay County.
All right, Bay County. But she
Okay,
said she was
and
in.
we don't have, okay, we don't have access to those records. Well, counselor, even though she was in, Mr. White, do you know, did we bring her here from Bay County? Is that how she ended up in our jail? Do you know?
Yeah.
Is that how?
Yes.
So ma'am, you were brought here 2 days ago from Bay County? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, the police seen the warrant, but the jail did not. The jail did not. So I was incarcerated there, and I let my lawyer know that I was turning myself in there, and he was supposed to get the court date rescheduled.
Okay, no, I'm just trying to find out. Did we do a writ to bring you from Bay County? Did we bring you from Bay County 2 days ago? Is that how you ended up in our jail?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Chris, is there any way we can tell if she was brought here? And Mr. White, I'm just trying to verify a couple of things because we have no way. I'm just trying to see if we did a writ to get her here. Did we bring her here from Bay County a couple of days ago?
We're getting on right now, Lois Brooks, our OKS. Is your,
And hopefully we can reach somebody at the sheriff's department to tell us.
Sure.
Things go sideways real quick now.
I could run over to intake and check and see who brought her over, if you want me to.
Well, we got somebody on the phone. I think they're checking for us, but thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
I was arrested. I went to jail October 20.
I asked her if she was arrested at Betts Park by the Saginaw County Sheriff Department. That's
Okay, ma'am. Okay, okay. The issue is you were arrested at Betts Park here a couple of days ago. I thought you were brought here from Bay County. All right, Mr. White, anything else you want me to know?
No, Your Honor.
And as it relates to the bench warrant, Mr. White, on the bench warrant, that's going to be 2 days jail with credit for 2 days. And Mr. White, anything else you want me to know about your client for purpose of bond? One, her current address. Anything else you want me to know about your client?
Current address is 503 Bradley Street in Bay City, 48706. She did mention to me that when she was released from jail, I have no idea about the dates, but she was released to rehab. So clearly there seems to be an issue, perhaps with drugs or alcohol. But that's really all the information I have now.
And Counselor, the unfortunate thing, because like I said, every bond that your client has posted, looks like all of her bonds have been forfeited. She's lost a lot of money and not coming to court because of her history of non-appearance. She's just not a good candidate for a personal recognizance bond. Unfortunately, she's not a good candidate for a personal recognizance bond because of her history of non-appearance. So court's going to set a $5,000 cash surety property or 10% bond. We'll refer this back and we'll refer it back. And Counselor, make sure she did have Mr. Klein. Looks like she has Mr. Purcell as an attorney. So make sure you reach out to Mr. Purcell to let him know where Ms. Brooks is. And that'll take care of this case. Nope, Ms. Brooks, I'm not going to hear any more. I'm not going to hear any more, Ms. Brooks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ms. Brooks. I'm not going to hear any more. Court take up the matter of people versus last name. Oh, hopefully Ms. Brooks doesn't. Oh, Ms. Brooks.
He didn't hear me.
wanted to hear those.
No, it's not, because obviously you don't know. You don't know.
Turn Mickey on. Hey, Mickey.
You're so
Mickey,
fine.
let me listen to her. Maybe that'll help diffuse it. Let me just listen to what she wants to say. Tell me what you want me to know, Miss Brooks. Just tell me what you want me to know. Tell me. I'm listening, Miss Brooks. Oh. See if we can diffuse it.
I don't know what she's saying. I wonder what she's saying. It doesn't matter. She's gone.
Oh, she's leaving. Oh, okay. Court take up the matter of people versus last. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
Court take up.
So there's nothing she could have said there. Nothing. She missed court how many times? Over again. She lost how many bonds? There's nothing that she could have said there to fix it. I mean, he's fed up, and that's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. You can't just miss court over and over and over again. All right, I'm going to go with a bus passer because all of our kids get on buses. And, you just can't do it.
Officer Mark Grant
And how are you employed?
with Huron Township Police
How long have you been employed with the township?
since 2014.
And did you work somewhere prior to this in some other capacity?
I did.
Where?
I worked for the Wayne County Sheriff's Department
And how long?
since 1992.
And what are your general duties as a police officer with the department?
Traffic services.
Were you on duty on September 19th of this year at approximately 4:29 in the afternoon?
Yes, I was.
At that time, what were you doing?
I was working a traffic detail following one of the local school buses. We were on Middle Belt traveling south from Pennsylvania.
And is that in Huron Township?
It is.
Were you in a fully marked police vehicle?
I was in a marked police vehicle.
And at about that time, did you have the occasion to conduct a traffic stop?
I did.
What happened?
As the school bus was southbound, the school bus activated its yellow flashing lights and began stopping. It stopped in front of a residence on the west side of the road. where the bus stopped, came to a complete stop, turned on the red flashing lights, doors open, a student stepped off of the bus, and it seemed like a long time, maybe more than 10 to 15 seconds after the school bus had stopped, came to a complete stop, turned on the red lights, a Toyota RAV4 passed the school bus in violation of the lights, heading northbound on Middle Belt.
And to be clear, the respondent did not come to a full stop when those lights were flashing.
Say it again?
And to be clear, the respondent did not come to a stop when those red lights were flashing.
No, did not.
And instead passed the school bus.
Yes,
And was your in-car video activated at that time?
yes.
And do you happen to know that recorded the incident?
Say it again?
Do you happen to know that recorded the incident?
Yes, it did.
Your Honor, I'd like to play the video at this time.
Go ahead.
Let me play it again.
Sure.
Officer Green, are you familiar with the video that was just played?
I am.
And do you have been, sorry. And was the video taken from the camera in your police vehicle?
Yes, it was.
And is that video a true and accurate representation of this incident?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, people move for admission of the video based on foundation.
Any objections to the video coming in, ma'am? Any objections to that video being admitted into evidence? Okay, that'll come in. People's number one.
Thank you. Officer Green, based on the traffic violation, did you initiate a traffic stop?
I did.
Did you approach the vehicle?
I did.
And who was in the vehicle?
Miss Alexander.
And did you tell her the reason for the stop?
I did. As I explained the reason of the stop, for the stop, she responded by saying that she didn't even see a bus. I advised her that she had just passed the bus in violation of the red lights. And I issued her a citation for that violation.
And again, what was that citation for?
School bus, passing the school bus with lights activated.
Ma'am, do you have any questions for the officer? No questions?
He just said that he believed that he said he believed that
Okay, ma'am, do you have any questions for the officer?
What I asked him.
I don't know. It's not my case. It's your case.
Oh, I just asked you, Officer Grant, you said the last two times you think I did see it. And then the day you said I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see the bus. That's the only thing
Okay, so you have no questions for the officer?
I guess not.
Okay,
Judge.
you can step down. Any other witnesses in the table?
No.
Ma'am, would you like to tell me your story?
Yes,
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth today?
sure.
Go ahead. Watch your step.
I had just got done completing the order. I do the deliveries for Ship, DoorDash, all those kind of deliveries and things like that. I've been doing it for like 10 years, 56 years old. I've never ran a stop sign school bus or anything like that. I follow traffic laws, and I had just got done completing the order, coming down Middle Belt. I didn't see the bus. As I was looking at the video right there, it looks like the bus was approaching the same time my car was coming through. I was focused on, it was Middle Belt, which goes down the 2-lane road right there. I was just focused on the road trying to pay attention to the speed limit. I told the officer when he stopped me that what was he stopping me for? And he explained to me about what had happened. I told him I had just done a DoorDash order, and that was it. And I didn't see the bus. Like I said, I've been doing this for 10 years. I asked him, could he give me a lesser sentence? Because, I do the deliveries and I could lose my job. I could be deactivated for 3 points and it stays on my license for 7 years. That's the only way I make a living. And he said, no, he makes exceptions, but he doesn't make an exception for a school bus. And I asked him today, I said, you never given me, I don't think I should be punished for 7 years. He said, you're not being punished. I understand that, but I'm just saying that I could lose my job, my livelihood. He's never made an exception. I said, you've never done anything bad. He said, we're talking about a school bus ticket, but I'm saying, I don't think I have a bad enough driving record for me to have to, you can't do anything to help me. To use the 3 points or give me lesser points or lesser impeding traffic or something just to help me in considering my circumstances. Everyone has different circumstances and everyone deserves another chance. I am very, very sorry. Believe me, every time I see a school bus, I stop now and before the school bus stops. I think he had punished me enough. This is my 3rd time coming to court. I just asked him for another chance just to take the 3 points off. So I won't lose my job. That's all I asked him. He said he's never done it in 20 years. I understand that, but I made a mistake. I realized I made a mistake. He said that doesn't help. I know. I took full responsibility. I paid the fine. I came to court. I believe he said when I ran the stop sign, I understand that. But I just asked him, could he just give me a lesser sentence so the points could come off and then not be on my driving record for 7 years so I don't lose my job. I did everything I did except get on my knees and beg him. I just asked him. He told me he's never made an exception. I understand you never made an exception, but sometime in life, with different situations, we have to make an exception for something, being human. And I don't think my driving record is that bad. I have to be punished like that. I've been doing this for 10 years. If I was such a horrible driver, I wouldn't be doing this because I would have been deactivated. I couldn't drive anywhere. I've been doing this for 10 years. I have my W-4s to show, Your Honor, that I've been doing this for 10 years. And I'm trying to be a very, very responsible driver. But that I did not see. I honestly didn't, and I believed him when he said that I did. But when I passed, I did not see the stop sign on the bus. And I just asked that you could just have mercy on me and just, if you could just give me a lesser sentence or take the points away. Believe me, I do not go to sleep at night. I cannot wake at night but thinking about this ticket and the fact that I can lose my job. I just asked him for some mercy, and he said no. And the prosecutor explained to me they have never done this before. I cannot believe they have never helped an individual before in this kind of situation. I honestly did not see it, and believe me, I'm sorry. You could have. I know. I believe that now. I know. I get on my knees and I pray Jehovah every night to forgive me for this. But I don't think I should be punished. I'm not. I shouldn't say punished because he's right. I'm not being punished. I made a mistake. This are the consequences. I paid the fine, and I'm still paying the consequences of it. And I just ask that you have mercy on me and help me. Give me a. Can I get the points taken away or lesser sentence or something, Your Honor? That's all I ask for. I realize I made a mistake, and I'm sorry.
Anything else? Anything else, ma'am? Anything else?
No.
Any questions for Ms. Alexander?
No questions, Your Honor.
Any rebuttal?
No rebuttal.
Ready for close?
Your Honor, I'm certainly sympathetic. I understand that 3 points is a lot for some people, but it's also a severe incident. A school bus violation, the reason why we don't reduce these is because children's lives are at stake. In this particular incident you saw, the kid was actually getting off the bus at the same time that she had passed. She testified herself that she didn't see the bus in general. Officer Grant testified, and you saw the video, that she did pass the school bus while the lights were activated in violation of the rules. For that reason, we asked you to respond.
Thank you. Your turn, ma'am.
Also, when I did the second one, the magistrate told me to talk to the Secretary of State. I did go to the Secretary of State. It's a 3-point ticket. You can take the class and they'll take it off, the points off. You can't. It's 3 points. They only do it under 2 points. So they couldn't help me either, but I guess he didn't know that at the time either. So I was just trying to do everything that I can, Your Honor. I just ask that you help me.
I understand what you're asking, and I'm denying. It's a clear-cut situation where the violation was committed. I understand your situation with the driving and everything else, but there's no wiggle room there. I mean, in the video's clear. You're honest. You said you didn't see the bus, and I don't have any authority over the points. I can either find you responsible or not responsible. And to be perfectly honest, there's no way I can find you not responsible.
But you know, looking at the video, Your Honor, it looks like, you know, the bus pulled up the same time my car was passing.
Ma'am, I counted it. The door opened and it was 3 seconds before I could see your car.
Okay, all right, Your Honor.
Good luck. We've got your bond. We'll apply your bond and close the file.
Excuse me?
You posted a bond. We'll apply that bond and close the file.
Do I owe any court costs?
No, that's the 195 you posted. We'll close it out.
Okay. How long does the point stay on my license?
I have no idea.
It's 2 years.
Have a nice day, Ms. Alexander.
You too, Judge Oakley.
All right, are we ready on Hayes?
No, not yet.
Can I ask you a question, Judge Oakley?
Sure.
Have you ever given an allowance for anybody that ever did the school bus? Has anybody ever got off?
Have I ever?
I mean, has anybody ever got a lesson sentence for the?
Not a lesser sentence. I probably, I have a terrible memory, but I've been doing this a long time.
Have you had?
Hold on, let me answer your question. I'm sure over the last 25 years, I have probably had a formal hearing on this ticket where I found somebody not responsible.
Okay.
But I've never found them responsible in my mind and said, go away and sin no more.
No, I just said, you know, I didn't know if you know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Just thought I'd ask.
Yes, she thinks the system's against her. However, I will say the very next case he had, he let the guy off. But the difference was it was raining and it was dark out. The school bus stopped at a house and this guy was coming towards the school bus in an 18-wheeler. And it was a 40-mile-per-hour road. The truck was traveling 25. He wasn't speeding or anything. He was going real slow. You could see it on the camera. And the school bus stopped at a house and then turned the lights off and stopped like 3 houses later. And by that time, there was not enough time for an 18-wheeler to stop. And he passed right away. He didn't pass like 4 seconds later. He passed right away. And this cop pulled him over. This cop, when he's not busy, he does this. He follows school buses around on major roads. He says he doesn't go back to the royal roads or anything, but he just follows school buses around, and if you pass that school bus, boom, he's gonna pull you over right away. But yeah, Pope Phil, you're right. Her tears just went away. Just went away once she knew that she was getting a ticket no matter what. And I don't know if she's going to lose her jobs or anything because of that. I have no idea. But she'll have to find another job then if she does. Looking for the next one. Here we are now. Real quick, we only see a peek. We only see a peek of what might happen in the future. So I recorded this guy because I want to get him later. I want to get him in his trial.
Okay, Mr. Coons, you're seated to my right, Judge.
Mr. Gurmurthy, how do we want to proceed with Mr. Coons' file today?
Judge, this is our first status conference in circuit court. I've had some discussions with Ms. Koch's office regarding the radar and what initially brought Mr. Coon to the police's attention. I've received some compliance that the radar wasn't compliant, but I don't have anything indicating the speed limit and what brought that stop. I think we need to further investigate that issue, because I think that is the crux of whether the stop was a lawful stop, because then the altercation that occurred was in Mr. Coon's garage, which would bring up the issue of Marino, that whether it was a lawful arrest that Mr. Coon subjectively believed to be true or not. So I would ask that the court give me at least 45 days to either get the proper radar numbers as to what it was run. If that's not available, we have a motion hearing and the court make further decisions from there.
All right, Ms. Koch.
Mayor, we have given Mr. Gramuthi everything that's available. I mean, there are things that he wants that are not, they're not printouts. They just check them. There isn't anything else he can get, but if the court allows him time to file a motion, I have no objection.
Okay. The court will set this for a status conference plea hearing on its mid-January motion day, so that'll be about 6 weeks.
Right.
I think that's enough time if there's going to be a motion to get that filed and set for hearing. If there have been any motions filed, has there been a plea offer in this case, Ms. Koch?
There has, and then a plea offer was for an attempt RNO. Sorry. Yep, it's an attempt RNO.
It is an attempt. I don't know, Mr. Boone's aware and he's rejected that offer.
Okay, so that next hearing would be a plea cutoff. So Mr. Kuhn, to the extent that you want to consider that offer further, I would need you to have made a final decision.
I have done nothing wrong, Your Honor. Nothing.
Okay, I'm not here to argue with you about what happened right now.
I didn't say anything about that. I just said I didn't do anything wrong, so I'm not taking a plea on nothing.
Okay, what I'm telling you is, to the extent that you want to further consider it.
Just listen to what he said.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure you understand your options.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
That's all. To the extent that you want to further consider it, or there might be a different offer, or who knows what could happen between now and the middle of January that might result in you wanting to change your mind about that. Life's unpredictable, right? Anything could happen. I want to make sure you understand that if you wanted to do that, that would be the date to do that. Okay. And once you make a decision on that date, that would be a final decision. You don't have to make that decision today. So you have that option. At that next hearing, if there is no plea, then we will set it for trial and then we'll go forward at that point. Ms. Koch, any other dates that I can address for you today?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Germer.
Judge, if I did file that motion, clearly that motion would then be heard outside of that plea. So will the court then extend that plea cutoff date based on whatever the ruling is, in case there's a motion filed in the court?
Right. Yep. I just, if we're going to have a motion, I want it to be set for hearing, or at least filed within that period of time so that we know we have that issue to get resolved.
Right, and then I just want to make sure that when I explain that to Mr. Kuhn, that time frame will extend out if that motion is filed.
Yes.
Okay.
No. Okay.
I'll call you and talk to you about it.
Okay. Thank you. That's all for today.
Life's unpredictable, he says, and anything could happen, he says. However, we can definitely predict that this man has not taken a plea deal, and we want to see this case. We just want to see this case. I hope we can get it, because he's going to be hilarious. All right. Well, I tortured everybody enough today. It was hard to get to here, but we finally made it to the end of the stream. Whoo! Thank you guys. Sorry for all the hiccuping earlier. You know it happens. But I am going to work on more. I have a divorce with a lot of babies that I'm going to be putting in the members only area later tonight if I can get off this stream and get working. I got to eat too. I got to eat today. So I'm going to work on that, and then I will see you all again soon. Thanks for coming out, guys. I really appreciate it.